All right. Okay, so welcome back. I guess I'm doing another one of these. This is episode 2, I suppose. Someone commented on my last video, and they voiced their opinions about me inflicting harm against the animals. So I won't be doing that anymore. I won't even hurt a fly, so to speak. But yeah, I tried to do a little off-camera work on this world to make some progress, but I died again. So we're restarting, and I'm just gonna go from here. But yeah, I had a pretty good day today. It's only 7:30 right now, so I guess there's still more to do. And I was at work from noon to 7, so that's pretty much what I've been doing my entire day. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a pretty good time to work, just because like you have lunch rush. Oh, I'm sorry, lunch rush and everything like right at noon, and then there's a lot of things to do throughout the rest of the shift at that point. But it kind of went by slow. I'll be honest, like not as fast as I was hoping. But I got to talk a decent bit with coworkers today, which is fun because I don't know. I think for like a long time since I started working at Jersey Mike's, I never really like talked that much. But we recently hired a new person called Max, and I'll be honest, like think Keegan, but better. I know it's hard to believe. Um, Pretty much this guy. First of all, his favorite anime is also JoJo's, which is just off the bat like really awesome. Um, Gives us like a lot to talk about. But the first shift we worked together, he was asking me what video games I play or whatnot, and so I was like, you know what, I'll just give you my top 3. I listed them off. I said Minecraft, Elden Ring, and then The Binding of Isaac, right in that order. And like right as I said The Binding of Isaac, like he had a facial reaction, like his expression changed. And like I could understand by that he knew what I was talking about. He knew about like The Binding of Isaac. And I mean, like I jumped in the air for excitement. Like I became airborne. Um just because how monumental this moment was. For me. And so that was the first shift we worked together. So we talked a decent bit about Isaac and JoJo's. He hasn't played as much. I mean, he plays a decent amount of Isaac. Like he says he plays it like at least every day or just about. But I guess he doesn't have all the DLCs, which is like downloadable content. So he kind of he hasn't played the same not version, but like I guess amount of content in the game as I do. But he says after the first paycheck he's gonna get all the DLCs, and he was asking me which ones I recommend. Which I mean, I just say get all of them really. But yeah, so that was cool and fun. So we worked together again today. Talked a little bit more about animes and manga because he reads manga as well. He collects them. And then he also has some figurines. I guess is what you call them, that he collects, and he's showing me some of those, which is really cool. But he also does art. So like as you can maybe gather, me and him have quite a decent bit in common. So he's showing me some his art, and I showed him some of mine. So that was cool. And then he kind of got off earlier in my shift, like around 3. so he wasn't there for too long. But then like right as near when he was leaving, another coworker of mine, Jeremy, came in, and Jeremy and I have like some common interests. Like he has seen some anime. I think him and Max are like the only two coworkers of mine um, that actually like have any interest in anime or some like niche or video games, I should say. Which is kind of part of the reason I don't really talk all that much. But Jeremy and I have been talking about starting a Terraria playthrough, which is another video game. It's kind of like Minecraft, but it's more like fantastical. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's like aliens and like magic and just a lot more. It's also 2D and like pixel art, which is unique. But I really like the game. Like, it kind of reminds me. I might have mentioned this sort of thing before, but in middle school, I'd spend all my days on the game with my two friends, Isaac and Gavin, and what we do all day is just play Minecraft and play Terraria and play Roblox and stuff like that. So if I was able to like start playing Terraria again, I think that would be really fun. And so we also like talked about getting Max in on it. So it's looking like me, Jeremy, and Max might be playing the game outside of work together, which should be kind of fun. And fun to just talk to people outside of work, because work is honestly the only time I really talk to anyone. Well, I talk to my parents at the house, of course, but I don't know. I don't really hang out with anybody. Some days I'll walk to Firehouse when Cameron's working and say hi, but we've only hung out like a few times this summer. And in terms of like my high school friends, I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's still that thing with my my mom, and they stood her up pretty much. But there was plans to go out one day with everybody because they called me the night before, seeing how I was doing and whatnot. And then the next day, the plans were getting delayed because no one was like ready on time. So I just told them just forget it. Not like that, but more so like I guess the moment has passed. Like I have other things I need to do in the day, so I didn't end up actually hanging out with them. But anyways, yeah. And then Jeremy and I also got to talk about some other things. Kind of like what I was talking about yesterday. We talked about movies, so that was cool. He actually likes a lot of the same movies I like, or he knows a lot of Jake Gyllenhaal films, which is like my favorite actor, I'd say. So that was cool. But yeah, nothing too crazy happened. Yeah, I got a monster in the middle of my shift. I walked to the food line that's right next door and spent the rest of the tips I got in cash, because the way tips work is like we'll get the online ones in our check, but we'll get the cash tips like bi-weekly. And they're not like crazy amount, but they're not small either. Like $40 is what I got last time. So, I mean, just enough. I got the two strawberry ones, which I actually really like that flavor. And I kind of like made one last, so to speak, throughout the rest of my shift. I just kept it in like the walk-in and would take sips of it occasionally. My mom actually got me a lot of monsters today. We have this like arrangement going on where I'll get Celsius, the ones we serve, or not serve, but sell here at Jersey Mike's. Like I'll just take some home with me, and that's what she mostly drinks. But I don't like Celsius. They're all right, but it's just like nothing I'd go out of my way to drink. So we kind of have this thing where any Celsius she takes, just replace it with a Monster, like a trade. And so she was kind of behind, honestly. Like she owed me like 8 um, at this point today, and so she just went out and got them all. And I had mentioned yesterday that I kind of like this new flavor, the American one. I guess maybe they did it for the 250-year country anniversary. I'm sure you've seen it at Harris Teeter. I forget what the actual like flavor name is. I think it's like Ultra Red, White, and Blue Raz or something like that. But it's actually quite good. So I just mentioned her how I like it, and she got me all 8 of that flavor, which is funny because I also had some more of that flavor. So I guess I'll be having that one for a bit at this point. Um, so yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I was really looking forward to recording this video. Honestly, like throughout the shift, I was kind of just thinking about everything I could talk about, or this, that, or the other. Just something I'm kind of used to doing. It's kind of funny, I guess. You know, back when we used to call every night throughout my day, I would think about everything I would tell you, and I guess how I'd make it or try and make it sound more interesting. And during the first few weeks of the summer, even after everything happened, I still like found myself doing that. Like while I was at work, thinking about how I could tell you certain things. So I'm kind of glad to be able to, I guess, kind of do that through these videos. Like I said, I mean, nothing too crazy is happening, but I guess it's nice to know that I get to tell you about it. And of course, I'd like to see more of your videos too. Anyways. I think it's really cool that you're going to Alaska. I mean, I obviously know you've been before, but I still think that's really cool. I think I'd like to go sometime. I mean, if it's covered in snow, at least. Like, I guess that's what I picture in my head when I think about Alaska. I think about it being covered in snow all the time. I think that's pretty fun. I guess you mentioned family reunion, which I think is kind of funny because I don't know, I've never really experienced a family reunion before, so I can't imagine what that's really like. Well, I guess part of it is because both my parents are only childs, so it's like I don't even have cousins. So like, what reunion is there to even be had? Um, I guess I don't know. I guess I've never really. I guess we haven't talked about your relatives all that much. I think a little bit, like people on your dad's side or whatnot living um, in certain places. I think I do honestly forget just a little bit now. Uh, yeah, I mean you sure are traveling a lot. I guess I feel like you just got back in town and you're already leaving the 25th. I guess that's what you told me. Um, but I guess that kind of works out because I won't be able to record or upload anything during those days anyways. I don't know how much you pay attention to the gameplay, but I was thinking to myself this would be kind of like a good way to show you everything that like Minecraft has to offer, which sounds a little silly, but I don't know. Minecraft means a lot to me. Like there's a reason it's my favorite game of all time. I mean, a big part of that is, um, you know, the amount I played growing up with my siblings, like especially my brother and I. Um, but I think it has its like, I don't know, its status or like overall impact in gaming in general. Like it's highly regarded as a masterpiece or a 10 out of 10 a game. It's something just anyone can play because there's just so much to do or like creativity to be had. I mean, of course, I'm playing survival, which is how most people play, but beyond that, you can go into creative and kind of just it's a mode where you can build wherever you want. Or there's other things like online servers with little games, like multiplayer games that people will play. That's something I've actually been doing a little bit this summer. Sometimes my sister Anne will ask me to get on and we'll play this multiplayer server game mode called Build Battle, which is where like a certain theme or no certain theme is chosen and all the players get like 5 minutes to build it or like build whatever they want to. Like for example, it could be like um a dragon or like a cookie or like flowers or like a river. So you're pretty much competing to make the best building, and then everyone votes for who they think is the best. Or in a way, you just score each build individually. Um, so, anyways, yeah, love Minecraft so much. Right now, I'm gathering resources in the cave. I guess a big part of the game is getting better materials for tools and stuff like that. Like diamonds and iron will allow me to craft tools that will break blocks faster. That I don't know. I feel it's like sounds silly to explain it, but like for example, I needed this iron to even get those diamonds in the first place. Um, that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe I can keep playing this world and like actually make something pretty notable, like a nice little house or build or other things of that nature. Um, yeah. So yeah, I did end up going out for ice cream last night, which was cool. I mean, I know we went to Killwinds and we got there at like 9 or so, and it's actually pretty busy. There was a line and everything almost out the door. We went to the one at the point instead of downtown. Um, and um, I got 2 flavors and a waffle cone. I don't know. I always get 2 flavors or 2 scoops in a waffle cone, no matter the occasion. Just feels like the right way to do things. But I got Kilwin's Mud, and then I guess they call the flavor the perfect apple pie, which I honestly can't tell you why I got that flavor because I don't like pie at all. So I don't know why I thought that was gonna be like a good idea. But I'll be honest, I didn't really like it. Like I didn't like either flavor all that much. But I mean, it's still nice to go out and get ice cream in general with my parents or whatever. I guess it made me think about that date we went on back in the winter, um, where we went to the park and then Killwinds afterwards. I guess it was the first time we had really seen each other again in a long time. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know, it made me really happy. I guess I was really glad. Made me really glad that I reached back out and started talking to you again. I mean, even as I know things are kind of like difficult right now as they are, but I'm still really excited for state. Like I'm really glad we still have that. Um, like I think anytime I'm not really distracted by work or anything else, I kind of just think about you and state and everything, like all the dates and stuff. I won't spoil anything, but I do have a few activities in mind. Um, so that'd be fun. I hope. I mean, obviously, I have to ask you out first. I don't know if you'd say yes. Yeah, and there'd be fun events to go to, too. Like I know during the fall semester, because that's when all the freshmen are getting there. Whatnot, they'll do like a lot of cool events like Packapalooza and things of that nature. Um, Stuff like that. I also would like to kind of go outside of campus a lot more than I did last semester. I never really left. I mean, I did a few times. I mean, I'd obviously walked to the Barnes& and Noble and the Harris Teeter, but that wasn't really far. Like, I'd like to go downtown in Raleigh and kind of see like everything that's down there. I mean, of course, that's like a quick little bus ride away, anyways. So maybe if you'd want to come with me, we could do that together. Yeah, pretty much at my house, everyone's working on packing things up, um, which is kind of annoying. Okay, no, it's not annoying, but apparently I have to get everything off the ground in my room um, by tomorrow morning, because I guess people are coming to do our carpets or something like that. Um, and so even like last night before we went to Kilwin's, my parents were packing up or like working on like I guess not even packing up, just organizing the things in their room. And my mom found this little like picture book, not picture book, but collection of like photos that my dad took of my sister and I as kids. Like different memories, like having fun in the summer, um, going to the beach for the first time, and things like that. So that was kind of cute to see. Um, I guess I had matter of fact, I had a like I thought I just had like a shorter buzz cut haircut when I was a kid. There's some photos like I'm like bald, like cover of St. Jude sort of thing. Um, well, the reason that was the case is because I guess when I was however old, like 5 years old, I like cut off like my bangs or like reminds me of someone I know. I like not all of it, but like I guess I cut like a square out of the center of my head, my forehead hair. Um, and I guess it was right before summer or the school or whatever. So my mom went and took me to get my hair cut to fix it. And I'm not sure why, but I suppose the only solution they reached was to just get rid of all my hair. So it's pretty funny. I don't know, maybe I'd be able to somehow show you them uh, sometime. But yeah. And then my mom was telling me that because the new apartments don't allow pets, we're gonna have to get rid of Big Boy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. No, he's coming with us. He's not gonna be able to go outside anymore though. I mean, that's something he really likes to do. Anytime anyone walks towards the back door, he'll like run and start trying to like touch the doorknob to get out. 'Cause he likes to go eat the neighbor's grass and roll around. Sometimes chase the birds and things like that. I guess that's funny. He's doing pretty good, I think. I don't know. He went to the vet recently. Nothing wrong with him. My mom says he needs to eat less, which I guess is to be expected. But he meows a lot more nowadays. Like, when we first got him, he didn't meow, like, at all. Like, I never heard a peep out of him. But as of recently, like, whenever he sees somebody or food or wants to go outside, like, he'll start meowing. A lot. Actually, he's quite talkative. And I guess I thought it was normal for cats to talk a lot because the first cat I had growing up, Kitty Girl, she would talk a lot, like a lot. Like she would just meow, meow, meow. And same with Annabelle, Honey's hairless cat. Rest in peace. Like she would talk a decent bit too. But I'm starting to think like maybe that's not the case with cats. Like maybe they don't meow that much because even my sister's kittens, like I had to cat sit them the other week, and I didn't really hear them meow all that much. Like maybe not even at all. Um, so who knows? And that was fun, I guess, being at her apartment or whatever. Um, she paid me a decent bit just watching for the weekend, so that was pretty cool. I guess they started coming around to me, like Boo, her orange and white cat, the boy. He got into bed with me one night, so that was cool. That's not something Big Boy does. He'll come in my room and sleep or lay down on some covers under the bed, but otherwise, he never really does that. He sleeps in my parents' room though. But honestly, I don't know if I really want him in my room at night. I might have explained this to you in the past, but I feel like he gets up to no good. Like, there'll be times where I guess my door is left open at night, and I'll find him like climbing on top of my computer, or like like trying to get up on the shelves. Um, I just can't be having that. I just cannot. So, and try and find my way out of this cave. Ah, rats. And I talked to my dad yesterday on Father's Day too. Managed to work in a call, talk about going up there or going down there on Thursday or whatnot. So yeah, I guess we're doing whitewater rafting, and apparently my brother's gonna be there, so that's awesome. I haven't really seen my brother since December. So it'd be nice to see him again. Which is like, I don't know. It's weird because when I did used to actually like visit my dad as a kid, like normally, my brother and I would be like inseparable. Like we spend like every day together. We'd like stay up playing video games and stuff. But I guess like ever since I wasn't really like in contact with my dad for a period of time, and stuff like that. My brother and I didn't really talk, and even like nowadays, like we don't really talk. Even though, sometimes we'll talk to each other and be like, "Yeah, we need to catch up. Like maybe we can um start playing Minecraft again together, like how we used to." Um, and I guess I don't know. I know he's really busy with school and work and stuff, so I guess that sort of thing never really comes to fruition. But still nice to know I'll see him and we can talk. I think it's kind of funny. I might have told you this, but the last time we were there, it's kind of the first time we'd seen each other in like 5 years, give or take. So we were catching up, and of course, he asked me about any girls, um, and of course, you're the only one I had to talk about, and I was telling him about everything, and he's the one who insisted that I need to talk to you again and reach back out. Um, so I guess I'll have to thank him again and keep him updated. 'Cause I'm sure he wants to know. He probably would think it's the funniest thing that I'm recording Minecraft videos. He had wanted to do that at some point, even when we were older. But as we were kids, I guess the dream was to be like Minecraft YouTubers and really become successful. Um, which is, I guess, is just like a dream, like some kids will have. But I mean, here we are. Right now, I want to find a place in this world to build a house. 'Cause honestly, as cool as some of the stuff looks, it's kind of ugly. Like, I want like a forest area or maybe the mountains. Because in this game, there's different like biomes, like different terrains and things of that nature. I forgot what this place is called. I mean, all this is terracotta. That's what these blocks are called. But I guess it's semi-deserty. Oh, a village. Yeah, right before this, I guess right after I got off work, I had my dinner. Had to have the good old chicken burrito thing. And it's kind of silly. But I've had it every day, twice a day since getting home from state. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, I just love it. Okay, I look forward to it every single day. And I already know I'm gonna miss it. I mean, I'm gonna have to go to my dad's and not eat it, which is kind of sad. But I mean, hopefully I'll survive. Kitty cat's here. This one is kind of like Big Boy, a little too white though. I would need fish to tame them and keep them as pets. This one looks like my sister's cat. I will take a bed from here though. I say one of the reasons I was killing sheep the other day, yesterday, was because they drop wool, which you can make a bed out of, and that allows you to like sleep through the night. But I won't be doing that. I was just in here. Okay. I wanted to make more progress, but I guess I did a decent bit. And I guess 35 minutes is a long time. Yeah. Who knows? I guess I can just end this one here. I hope you're doing good. I mean, I don't know the whole situation, but I assume things aren't like too easy. But yeah, I do miss you quite a bit. Anyways, I guess I'll end it here.